Ja, asseblief. Dit lyk so, ja. Okay, alright. Dankie Anserie hoor. Okay, bye. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this general webinar this afternoon. I'm very pleased to welcome Helene Scholes, our presenter of the day. Helene has been a social worker for the past 32 years, and she is now for the last year or so in private practice. And Helene is from Potch. We would very much like to welcome you. Thank you for joining us, Helene. You're more than welcome to quickly share your screen for us. Thank you. Helene, I think you are on mute.
Okay, Karen. It says the host disabled any screen sharing.
Helene, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I cannot share my screen, Karen.
Helene?
Yes. Can you enable the screen sharing option for me, please?
Just by a raise of hands, can everybody hear Helene? Okay. It seems like just me that can't hear Helene. Go. Helene, you're more than welcome to start if you would like to.
Okay, let's see if I can share now. I saw it says the share is disabled, Karen. You must yeah.
Okay, let me
Give me
quickly
the option to do that.
sort that. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, everybody. We had some technical issues on our side this afternoon. Helene, just make sure that it's now fine.
Yes, I can do that now.
Awesome. There we go.
Okay, I must just get the. Where is that screen now? Oh, sorry. Just want to close that one.
In the meantime, if anybody has a question, then you're more than welcome to type it in the chat for me, and then afterwards I can read it to Helene, or raise your hand afterwards and then Helene will answer your questions.
No, I can't find the
So,
screen.
Helene, over to you. Oh, goodness.
Okay, I'm just going to try again. Really this now. Okay. Now I
It
can't
seems
see you, but
there's something happening.
yes. Okay. I can't see
There
you
we
now, but
go.
at least you can. I hope everybody can see my screen. Thank you for being here. This is just a broad overview about positive parenting and positive discipline. You're welcome to contact me afterwards for more information. Okay. Today in modern parenting, I have several challenges. The first challenge we face is cultural challenges. Over time, we all treat our children, I believe, a little bit different than how our parents raised us. So, what is acceptable as discipline and parenting and the things we've done in the past is not exactly the same in today's life. The other challenge we face is to manage work-life pressure. A lot of us have more than one job. We have the expectations of our families at home, and it could put a lot of pressure on a parent. Some people have even more than one job, have multiple jobs to attend to. Then the other big challenge is social media. Except the damaging effects it have on our children, it creates high expectations that could be truly false and not easy to meet. We will see that you will see that friend of you who posts all her children's achievements, or they're on this nice holidays with this idyllic photos, and it make you believe that that is the way it should be, and it's very depressing to realize that you cannot live up to it. Information overload is also a challenge, especially I find with mothers with very young children, with babies. They're on all those WhatsApp groups and social media, other social media groups on Facebook and Instagram. And they give so much information that at the end, they forget to just trust their motherly instincts. And it's difficult to verify what will work for you and what not. Then there is a psychological burden of intensive parenting. That is quite a challenge because you will hear in the media, you will read about helicopter parenting or even bulldozer parenting, mothers that live for the children, try to sort all the trouble out, see that all the sport, get to all the sport and cultural activities, and that nobody is treating them unfairly or poorly, and help them with their homework and summarize the schoolwork for them and do their projects. It could also put a lot of pressure on a parent. And with that, the trap of overscheduling children. We believe that the more our children is involved in these activities, the better it is for them, the better parent you are. Child entitled households of overindulgent parenting. The child is the most important person in the household, and everything um, involves them and their needs and what they want and what they must do. And then a very big reality of our modern living is single parenting and co-parenting. You know, in South Africa, only a third of children live with both parents. So whoever is the primary caregiver have to manage that and take the other parent who's not always a good co-parent who want to do he or her own thing, have to take that into account or have all the responsibility on his or her own. I see in my practice more and more fathers who's taking care of their own children and the challenges that have. Okay, and then the parent's own background, childhood, and trauma. Um, you will maybe will remember a few things like where you say to yourself when you was a child, I will never do that to my children. I want to give my children something better. I will never say that to my children. I want to do this and this and this for my children. You know, there's a very funny incident when my one of my boys was still in preschool. One of his best friends' mother came from a very poor childhood, and she made a promise to herself that she will never just put a plain peanut butter sandwich in for her child in his food parcel for the day. And one day the teacher was enjoying it a lot at school. She informed me that every day they switch um, they switch their lunch. My child took this child's nice lunch, and that child is eating my child's peanut butter snack sandwich. So we try to make up for what was bad in the past. And it's difficult to determine exactly what it is because it differs from person to person. And then the struggle between gentle parenting or positive parenting and discipline or punishment. Um, the way you were brought up have a big influence on that. And we parents are so afraid. I see it every day. They feel guilty about a lot of stuff, and they fear to give their child certain um, labels, and they are so afraid of doing the wrong thing or creating issues with the child. Um, and it's a lot of stress on parents, and they so fear that they do something wrong. And sometimes the children came over as more informed on what they see in school and what they hear on social media and what their friends told them. Parents feel that the children is more educated about their rights and than the parents are. But the children tend to forget that with every right comes a responsibility. And sometimes it's just necessary for a parent to remind the child that with every right there's a responsibility. Okay. Discipline. Discipline, there's a connection, and I recently realized that, and it opened a whole new world in child rearing for me. There's a connection between discipline and the word disciple. There's a direct connection, as both words share the exact same Latin root focused on the act of learning. Discipline is about the instruction, teaching, or training given to a learner or a child. But when we talk about positive discipline, what on earth are we talking about? Positive discipline is a method of teaching appropriate behavior by interacting with children in a kind but firm manner. You know, people tend to think that children will love them more if they're not so firm with them. But children love boundaries. It makes them feel safe. It makes them feel that they belong. The aim of positive discipline is to prevent behavior problems before they start. It's not to correct behavior problems or behavioral challenges that children have. It helps children feel a sense of belonging and significance. It's is effective over the long term. Punishment has its place, but the results of punishment is very short term. The results of good discipline has a much more long-term effect. Dr. Dan Siegel says, too often we forget that discipline really means to teach, not to punish. A disciple is a student, not a recipient of behavioral consequences. Now, what is the difference between punishment and discipline? Punishment causes pain or discomfort to stop specific behavior. While discipline teach, guide, and shape behavior for the future. And you will see when we talk about this, it's very important that you know your child very well, because what's punishment for one child, it's not punishment for another child. What the type of discipline that work with one child does not work with another child. Each child has his or her own preferences. I raised two boys. The one I could give one time out, sent him to his room, and it was a big punishment for him when he did something wrong or was treated a friend badly or something like that. The other one is an introvert. It doesn't matter to him at all if I send him to his room for time out. Focus on the wrongdoing, punishment focus on the wrongdoing and negative behavior, while discipline focus on character development and understanding the consequences of actions. Punishment, obedience through fear of control, while discipline encourages self-discipline through understanding and responsibility. The child must understand what is wrong, what it did was wrong, and why was it wrong, and what is the effect it have on himself and other people in the system. External, the authority figure does something to the child with punishment. Discipline is internal. The child learns to choose what is right and identify the wrong. Punishment can lead to shame, rebellion, or fear, while discipline builds trust, self-respect, and self-regulation. Discipline is like a seed. Just as a seed needs the right environment to grow, discipline must be nurtured so that within a loving relationship, so that the child can develop self-control, respect for themselves and others, and empathy. Now, the parent-child relationship is the fertile soil where discipline takes roots and grows. And that is very important, that since the day your child was born, that you work on this relationship with your child. You can't start a relationship with your child when your child is already an adult. Then you need help. It is possible, but it's very hard work and it's very difficult. And at some stage, sometimes at that stage, the relationship is so troubled between you and your child that it's very difficult to amend it, to amend it in a positive way. A good parent-child relationship needs attachment. What is attachment? Attachment starts from the day your baby is born. It's a lasting bond that forms between a child and his parents through a continuous process of interaction, extending over childhood. It's not a once-off connection, but rather a persistent, prolonged connection that leads to unite a parent and child in an emotional bond that signifies security, safety, and emotional reciprocal fulfillment. And if you don't have a good bond with your child, it's important that you seek help for that, because there is treatment. You can have attachment therapy. It's available, but it takes very hard work to correct that. What is necessary for good bonding? First, security and trust. And how do you create security and trust? By predictability and routine. That is why it's important that your child know exactly what is the boundaries, what is your family's values, what is the routine. And if you are in the position where you have to co-parent, that you remember that it's important that both parents do that, and that you at least can communicate in a civil way with the parent that's not living with you, to ensure that there is the same routine and predictability from the other parent as from you. Otherwise, it confuses children. Physical touch and closeness. Sensitive communication. Observe, listen, and respond to your child's cues. Play and laugh and make time to just be with your child, to do whatever your child want to do at a certain stage, and to let your child feel that he or she is important by doing that. The connect before you correct principle. A child must feel connected, emotionally safe, seen, and understood before they can accept correction. Sometimes it's necessary, if your child is still small, just to go and go and sit before your child, have good eye contact. Explain to your child why what is happening is not okay and why it needs correction. Sometimes when your child is throwing a tantrum, it's important just to go and sit with your child. We call it time in, not time out. Just be there till your child calm down so that you can correct whatever was going wrong. So connect before you correct is very, very, very important with troubled children. Then I'm going to conclude with the 10 commandments of effective discipline. Connect before you correct. Regulate yourself first, then help regulate your child. It's important that you are calm, otherwise it will just, the chaos will just escalate. Teach, don't punish. Be consistent, not rigid. Use natural and logical consequences. Model the behavior you want to see. That's very important. Children are just like monkeys. Monkey see, monkey do. What the parents do, the child will do as well. Acknowledge emotions, but set boundaries for behavior. The child must know what behavior is acceptable and what not. Use time in rather time out. Focus on positive attention. Adapt discipline to your child's developmental stage. And that's that from me, from my side. You're welcome to contact me afterwards. There's my telephone number and my email address. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Helene. Is there, by raise of hands, is there anyone that would like to ask Helene a question at this stage? I don't see anything in the chat. Let me just check here. It doesn't seem to me there's any questions, Helene, but I want to thank you so much. I've learned, oh, there is some there. Oh, Greta says, I found it very helpful. Thank you. Greta, I want to really say yes. I found it helpful as well. And just hearing some things that I do with my child, and I said, oh, kan I say in Afrikaans, dankie tog, ek is op die regte pad. So just hearing that as well and just confirming. But you said one thing that really stood out for me this afternoon, and that is not always time out, but sometimes time in as well. And that really shook me a little bit, because we are so quickly to say, no, time out. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. The recording will be available, and Helene has shared her contact information but you are also welcome to send us an email at Genuel or Genuel, and then we will send Helian's contact information for you as well. Helian, thank you again for this afternoon. And thank you, everybody. I just still do apologize for the inconvenience that was caused with the technical problems this afternoon. Just one thing I say, I'm going to not pronounce it correctly, but Nonzi Manga, I think. I'm sorry for pronouncing your name not correctly. Discipline to help child grow and be confident. Absolutely. Yes. Anything else? And then please let us know. And we thank you for joining us. Thank you, Helian. Have a lovely afternoon, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.